Have you ever wondered if your home could be haunted? What if I told you one of the most infamous haunted houses resides in the small town of Amityville? In the heart of this quiet, unassuming town, a house stands as a chilling testament to a tale that has captured the world's imagination. A tale so eerie it blurs the line between reality and nightmare. This story, my friends, is the Amityville Horror. The house at 112 Ocean Avenue, with its distinctive gambrel roof and quarter-moon windows that seem to peer back at you, is more than just a building. It is a character in its own right, shrouded in mystery and drenched in a history of horror. This story begins on a cold November night in 1974. 6 members of the DeFeo family were found brutally murdered in their beds. The sole survivor, Ronald DeFeo Jr., was later convicted for the gruesome killings. Claiming voices in the house compelled him to commit the unspeakable act. Fast forward to December 1975. The Lutz family, seemingly undeterred by the house's grim past, moved in. They were a picture of the American dream, eager to start a new chapter in their lives. But within 28 days, they fled the house, leaving behind their belongings and a chilling tale of paranormal torment that would go on to captivate the world. The Lutz's story of levitating beds, swarms of flies in the dead of winter, and a mysterious red room hidden in the basement turned the Amityville house into an enigma. An enigma that has since spawned countless books, documentaries, and films. But what is it about this house that continues to fascinate us? Is it the allure of the supernatural or the macabre fascination we have with tales of horror? Or perhaps it's the unanswered questions that linger, the whispers of truth shrouded in a fog of fiction. So begins our chilling tale of the Amityville Horror. Before the Lutz family, there was the DeFeo family, the original inhabitants of the house whose fate was sealed one cold November night. In the heart of Amityville, New York, nestled in a quiet suburban neighborhood, stood a seemingly ordinary house. But behind its closed doors, a chilling tale unfolded. The DeFeo family, a happy family of 7, was living a seemingly normal life until the 15th of November, 1974. On this fateful night, the peace was shattered by a series of gunshots. The lives of the DeFeo family members were abruptly and tragically ended, all except one. Ronald DeFeo Jr., the eldest son, was the only survivor. It was later revealed that he was also the perpetrator. In the dead of night, he took a rifle and one by one ended the lives of his parents and 4 siblings. When asked why, he spoke of a chilling tale that would forever taint the history of the house. He claimed to have been plagued by voices that were not of this world. These voices, he said, had compelled him to commit the unspeakable act. His claims were met with skepticism and disbelief. After all, how could one explain such a horrific act? Was it the result of a disturbed mind, or was there something more sinister at play? This was a question that would haunt the investigators in the town for years to come. DeFeo's trial was a media circus, with his claims of supernatural influences adding an eerie twist to an already horrifying tale. Ultimately, DeFeo was convicted of 6 counts of second-degree murder and sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences. His claims of hearing voices were dismissed as delusions of a deranged mind. The house, now empty and bearing the scars of the tragedy, silently stood as a grim reminder of the events that unfolded. It was as if the walls themselves were echoing the cries of the victims and the whispers of the unseen. The DeFeo family tragedy set the stage for the haunting that was to come. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, completely unaware of the horrors that lay in wait. The Lutz family, George, Kathy, and their 3 children moved into the Dutch colonial house at 112 Ocean Avenue, blissfully ignorant of the bloodbath that had unfolded within its walls just a year prior. Little did they know that their dream home would soon morph into a living nightmare. From the moment the Lutz family set foot in the house, they began experiencing inexplicable phenomena. They were haunted by an oppressive smell, a stench so foul and so pervasive that it seemed to permeate the very bones of the house. Yet, as quickly as it came, it would disappear, leaving the family questioning their sanity. Cold spots, too, began to materialize throughout the house. Places where the chill of the air seemed to defy the warmth of the rest of the room, as though some invisible specter had claimed those spots for itself. But these were just the beginning of the Lutz family's ordeal. Night after night, George Lutz would wake up at exactly 3:15 in the morning, the same time that Ronald DeFeo Jr. was believed to have commenced his murderous spree. An eerie coincidence or a chilling reminder of the house's dark past? The family's pet dog would whine and howl, staring at unseen presences. The children began seeing shadowy figures moving in the corners of their vision. Kathy Lutz was plagued by nightmares, vivid and horrifying dreams that left her waking in a cold sweat. And then there were the voices. Hushed whispers that seemed to echo through the hallways of the house, growing louder and more insistent as the days went by. Voices that seemed to belong to no one, and yet everyone, a chorus of the departed that filled the house with their silent screams. As the days turned into weeks, the paranormal occurrences escalated. The Lutz family found themselves living in a house of horrors, each day more terrifying than the last. Sleep became a rare commodity, peace an even rarer one. Their dream home had become a nightmare, a place of fear and terror that seemed to feed off their fear. After 28 days, the Lutz family fled, leaving all their possessions behind, vowing never to return. Their belongings, their dreams, their sense of safety, all left behind in the house that had promised so much and delivered only terror. The Amityville house had claimed another set of victims, not through violence, but through fear. A silent testimony to the horrors that had unfolded within its walls. The Lutz family nightmare had only just begun. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. But was it all true or just an elaborate hoax? The question hangs heavy in the air as we delve into the controversy that surrounds the Amityville Horror story. A tale that has chilled our spines and haunted our dreams for decades, yet its authenticity remains a topic of heated debate. Skepticism is no stranger when it comes to tales of horror and the supernatural. And the Amityville Horror, with its blood-curdling claims, is no exception. Detractors argue that the events were nothing more than figments of an overactive imagination, fueled by the disturbing DeFeo tragedy. They point to discrepancies in the Lutz family's account and the lack of corroborative evidence as signs of a well-crafted fabrication. Intriguingly, the plot thickened when William Weber, the lawyer for Ronald DeFeo Jr., stepped forward with a startling admission. He claimed that the entire story was a hoax, concocted over a bottle of wine. According to Weber, it was a ploy to get DeFeo a new trial, and the Lutz family went along with it in the hopes of securing a lucrative book deal. This revelation sent shockwaves through the public, adding yet another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic tale. However, others staunchly defend the truth of the Amityville Horror. They point to the Lutz family's terror-stricken departure from the house, leaving behind all their possessions. They remind us of the inexplicable phenomena reported by George Lutz and several investigators. The strange odors, the chilling cold spots, the unexplainable damage to the house's doors and windows. So where does this leave us? The answer is in a state of eerie uncertainty. The line between fact and fiction blurs, and the truth, it seems, is as elusive as a specter in the night. Yet one thing remains crystal clear. The Amityville Horror, real or not, has carved its place in the annals of supernatural lore. Despite the controversy, the Amityville Horror continues to intrigue and terrify us even today. It's a testament to the enduring power of a good ghost story, and a chilling reminder that sometimes our worst fears can come from within the walls of our own homes. The Amityville Horror has left an indelible mark on pop culture. This chilling tale, whether you believe it to be fact or fiction, has seeped its way into the collective consciousness, sparking intrigue and fear in equal measure. It's a story that's been told and retold, each time with a fresh coat of terror, in various film adaptations and countless books. The house itself, that ominous eye-like structure, has become a symbol of horror, an architectural embodiment of the macabre. It's a sight that sends shivers down the spine, a chilling reminder of the potential darkness that may lurk within the most ordinary of homes. The fascination with Amityville continues to thrive, fueled by the uncertainty, the unexplained, and the sheer terror of the unknown. The question remains, was it all true or just a cleverly crafted tale? We might never know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this chilling tale with your friends.